Hi, I'm Reman from Athens High School, and as a person who's about to graduate, the main question that we often get is, what do you want to do? And how do you finally decide that this is more than just a hobby, especially for you students? When did you decide that this was more than just a little thing that you do on the side that's fun, and this is what you want to do for the rest of your life, and that you enjoy it, and it's enough for you?
That's a great question. I think for me, when Dan Bors, the news director of OTV, reached out and said, is this something you'd be willing to do for us? I think that's when I realized I built something that was more than a hobby. And for me, the school closings was something that complemented the meteorology work that I was doing. I was basically doing the forecast and then applying that to the school closing predictions. But I think I really like what Lauren said, get the internships, do the internships. I drove back and forth from Grand Rapids to Lansing when I was a freshman in college, because they were the only ones who would take me as a freshman, and that's what ended up getting my opportunity to start my career at Athens. But it also let me see what the day-to-day was like. As Lauren mentioned, it's not a glamorous business a lot of time. It looks like it because we're polished on TV or on radio, but it's not quite glamorous. But to have that expectation set early on before you get into it, so you're not surprised, that's what made me realize, okay, I think I can handle this. It was the internship.
If I add on to that too just a little bit, I think for me, I had to do my research with journalism and the career, realizing that if one thing wasn't going to work out, if I wasn't going to be a radio DJ, then at least I had television to do as a backup. And also with journalism, we're communicators, so we take, when you study it at college, we're taking communications classes, we're taking marketing, so there is a backup if something were to not go the way that you planned. So kind of doing the research through this time before you graduate, I think that's really going to help you. And I know, they kept talking about the internships, and internships are so great. I know as a high schooler though, you're not really looking to get an internship right now. You're looking to just get your step in the door, whether that's college and then opening your door to clubs and things like that. So making sure that you're doing the research on those organizations, those clubs that you can be part of, that can kind of keep teaching you as you go through your college experience.
Hit up part-time jobs. Every radio and TV station is down for promotions department people, and that gives you a real good view of how this thing works.